November. Snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside. And, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Minnesota Vikings. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
She ain't that good, but I'm saying she can.
Lady! I got him! Switch!
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Crunch time, defense. Watch safety creep. Lead up, 48. Safety's creeping.
From the gun, here's Cousins.
Wow.
It's incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
You got Ocean Man. You got Ocean Man right there.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
I'm here all day.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A throw out wide to QT, complete. Room here to run. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Watson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Watson. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. And in on
you
start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So
Hello?
with Miss PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still.
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins the thrower. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on. Check.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Guys, out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be taken at the 10. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let me wax your lip.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Watch the pass.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
From the 50, it's Watson going deep for Hopkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. Thomas has got it, complete. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. While the trainers take a look, will step aside. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Reset. 19. 55. In the park. 54. I got you. Mike 55. Mike 55. You got nothing today.
From just shy of midfield, Watson got an open man. It's QT. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go play action. Cousins. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And a a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. And get out.
Throwing again is Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Watson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check.
To the air yet again, Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Right there in the middle. Get on truck. Check. 55.
Watson to throw again. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Watson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Switch. Tighten up.
Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially when we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on second down.
Come on, man.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Watson. Nowhere to escape.
Bro, y'all need to block the fucking line.
Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run it again with Cook.
Yeah.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
50 seconds, come on. Hey, me and you all day. And they got 48. I'm coming after you.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Cousins. It's complete to Diggs.
Stephon Diggs get too much
taken
room.
down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This ain't happening no more now.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Check 382, last 50.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Yeah, we coming too. We coming too.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins.
Yeah, field goal kicker ready.
Big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney Merciless has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
That's fine.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 2nd and very short, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Let's go. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Texans.
We went one step away.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Open man is QT, complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Cover 3, huh? You like that cover 3, huh?
Now Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. This complete to the tight end, Clay.
Let's go.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done
what the fuck are you doing?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Kill. Hey, check 24. Watch 25.
Again, it's Watson. Flushed out right. He finds Hopkins complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Mike 5-4.
He said I'm going over there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Watson looks to throw again. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after try forthcoming.
Let's go.
And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Lagging over there, huh?
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Fuck Stephon Diggs, honestly, bro. It's a good... Ah, bro. Yo. Yeah, that's how it usually works. Cause I know you don't want to play. You don't play the whole game over. We just play the first quarter only. The score 23-16. You up, and we just play the first quarter. And once the game is over, well, once the quarter is over, we don't concede. We just turn off the game basically, and we let the commissioner know, hey, we lagged out on the fourth quarter. We played the first quarter, and this is the final score. Give whoever the force win. Yeah, because if you quit it and concede it, it will go against you.
Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Minnesota Vikings.
Let's go, fellas.
Like on this, I'm gonna run 3 running plays, and then I'm gonna punt the ball to you. I'm going to do 4 kneel downs, basically. What that shit is?
What is that? UAT! Check 55, Mike.
Oh, wait, shit, I could punt the ball to you now on first down. I'm tripping.
And they will take a knee here.
I'm tripping. I'm about to punt the ball now.
Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down, and the punt team is out there. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be
take the ball right
at the
there.
17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies. Can't. Why? Get wide.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Alert 3. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 6-6. Pull it high.
To try again after the sack. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen.
Fuck that Thielen.
Big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up.
You draw quarters.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And his kick is good. He got every
down
bit
by
of that
10,
one
down by
as
10.
It's good from 56 yards out. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. And let's get this.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins.
Come on, pick the
And
ball
that'll be
off.
incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
Come on, bro.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. J.J. Watt in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Here we go. Here we go. Under 10.
So now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Cook. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Watson. Throwing again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Check 55, Mike. Let's go, defense.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Come down. Check 55 for Mike. Check 55 for Mike. Ricky.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay, I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull off. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out, might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Have the ever seen a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes, but I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match, and plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions, and I don't